Are you rejecting your aging parents? Discover the shocking truth. The relationship between parents and children is a sacred bond that is meant to be nurtured and cherished. However, in some cases, the aging parents can feel unwelcome and neglected by their independent children. This essay explores the analogy of the caterpillar's role in construction and applies it to the dynamic between parents and children. By delving into biblical verses and offering general advice, we seek to promote understanding, love, and respect within families, emphasizing the importance of honoring parents. In the analogy presented, the caterpillar symbolizes parents who undertake the arduous task of preparing the land for construction and road development. However, the caterpillar's role goes beyond mere preparation. It involves a relentless and selfless effort akin to the actions of caterpillars in a forest. These industrious creatures tirelessly engage in activities such as felling trees, dragging away heavy materials, and clearing the land for future development. Similarly, parents dedicate themselves to the meticulous groundwork of rearing their children, laboring from morning till night. Parenting is a multifaceted journey that demands unwavering dedication and sacrifice. Many parents willingly sacrifice their time, energy, and personal aspirations to ensure that their children lack nothing. They toil day in and day out, often depriving themselves of holidays and leisure time, solely to provide their children with a solid foundation for a prosperous future. Just as the caterpillar shapes the landscape through its tireless efforts, parents devote their resources, both material and immaterial, to the growth and development of their children. They invest in their education, extracurricular activities, and personal well-being. They make countless sacrifices, be it financial, emotional, or physical, to create a nurturing environment that fosters character development and supports their children's dreams. The analogy highlights the immense responsibility parents bear and the profound impact they have on their children's lives. It underscores the selfless nature of parenting, where parents put the needs of their children before their own, often without expecting anything in return. Unfortunately, in some cases, as children become independent, they may neglect their aging parents, treating them as unwelcome visitors in their homes. This practice may stem from a misconception that modernity necessitates rejecting and abandoning one's parents. Such behavior reflects a lack of godliness, a disregard for the commandments, and a failure to understand the long-term consequences of neglecting parents. Biblical perspective and God's commandment, the Bible addresses the importance of honoring parents in various passages. In Ephesians 6 verses 2-3, it is written, "Honor your father and mother, which is the first commandment with a promise, so that it may go well with you and that you may enjoy long life on the earth." This commandment is unique, as it is the only one accompanied by a promise of blessings and longevity. By honoring their parents, children align themselves with God's will and pave the way for a prosperous and fulfilling life. God's promise of support, amidst the inevitable changes and uncertainties, God reassures parents of His continuous presence and sustenance. In Isaiah 46 verse 4, God affirms, "Even to your old age and gray hairs, I am He who will sustain you. I have made you, and I will carry you, I will sustain you and I will rescue you." This verse emphasizes that God's care extends beyond our earthly roles as parents, encompassing every stage of our lives. God promises to carry and sustain us, providing strength and guidance throughout our journey. The biblical account of Joseph, found in the book of Genesis, provides a profound example of how God desires us to honor and care for our parents, even in difficult circumstances. Joseph's story is one of remarkable resilience, forgiveness, and unwavering love for his family. In Genesis 41, we learn that Joseph, through divine intervention, rose from being a slave and a prisoner to become the second in command to Pharaoh in Egypt. During this time, a severe famine struck the land, not only affecting Egypt but also Joseph's ancestral home of Canaan, where his elderly father, Jacob, and his brothers resided. Recognizing the need to care for his aging father and his entire family, Joseph took immediate action. In Genesis 45 verses 9-11, Joseph reveals his plan to his astonished brothers, saying, "Hurry back to my father and say to him, 'This is what your son Joseph says: God has made me Lord of all Egypt. Come down to me, don't delay.'" You shall live in the region of Goshen and be near me, you, your children and grandchildren, your flocks and herds, and all you have. Joseph not only invited his father to join him in Egypt but also extended the invitation to his entire family, ensuring their well-being and safety during the famine. His actions were motivated by both filial duty and love, showcasing a deep understanding of the importance of caring for one's parents. The story of Joseph teaches us valuable lessons in honoring and caring for our aging parents. Through his actions, Joseph exemplified love, respect, and provision, offering a tangible representation of God's commandment to honor our fathers and mothers. May we draw inspiration from Joseph's example and strive to emulate his compassion and devotion to our own parents, recognizing that it is an expression of our faith and obedience to God's teachings. General advice to parents. Embrace change. Recognize that as your children grow, their need for independence and exploration increases. Embrace this change and support their transition into adulthood, even if it requires letting go of the active roles you once held. Maintain open communication. Encourage open and honest communication with your children. Foster an environment where they feel comfortable sharing their thoughts, dreams, and concerns. This will enable you to remain connected and supportive, even when physically apart. Trust God's plan. Trust that God has a purpose for each stage of your parenting journey. Seek His guidance and find solace in His promise to sustain and carry you. Remember that God's love for you and your children is unwavering. Cultivate your own identity. As your children become more independent, take the opportunity to rediscover your own passions, interests, and dreams. Nurture your own growth and find fulfillment in various areas of your life, allowing your relationship with your children to evolve naturally. Parenting is a transformative journey that involves preparing our children for life's challenges and embracing their independence. Just as the caterpillar's work prepares the way for construction, parents lay the foundation for their children's future. However, as children grow and become independent, it is essential to remember that God's promise of sustaining and carrying us remains steadfast. Trust in God's unwavering support, adapt to the changing dynamics of parenthood, and cherish the precious bond you share with your children at every stage of their lives. May God's protection be upon all parents as they embark on this remarkable journey. General advice to children. Understand the value of honor. Recognize that honoring your parents is not only a moral obligation but also a pathway to blessings and well-being. Embrace the wisdom and experience they possess, and seek to learn from their guidance. Practice empathy and compassion. Put yourself in your parents' shoes and consider their needs and emotions. Aging parents may require additional care, attention, and support. Show empathy and compassion by prioritizing their well-being and ensuring their inclusion in family life. Communication and dialogue. Foster open and honest communication with your parents. Listen to their concerns, needs, and desires. Engage in meaningful conversations that promote understanding and strengthen the bond between generations. Seek spiritual guidance. Embrace a spiritual perspective on family relationships. Turn to God for guidance and seek His wisdom in navigating the complexities of familial dynamics. Pray for humility, patience, and the ability to honor your parents, regardless of the challenges that may arise. Subscribe and enable notifications for more videos to the glory of God. To honor parents is an integral part of a God-centered life. The analogy of the caterpillar's role in construction serves as a reminder of the foundation parents provide and the importance of acknowledging their sacrifices. Rejecting or neglecting aging parents goes against the teachings of the Bible and disregards the blessings that come with honoring them. May we all strive to treat our parents with love, respect, and care, remembering God's promise to carry and sustain us throughout our lives. May God's protection be upon all families, fostering harmonious relationships and generational blessings.